Hello, hello.
Hey, girl.
Hi, girl.
Hey, guys.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to prop up my phone.
Yeah, no, I got mine on the windows.
Hey!
Everybody, hope you guys are well.
Yes, happy Sunday fun day, guys.
Another day.
Okay. Just ignore the journal in the background. Okay, cool. So, can you introduce yourself for the world? Who are you? What do you do? What's your sign?
Hey, so my name is Youoneday. I'm from the UK, if you can't already tell by my accent. I just want to shout out my friends, Leanne, who's joined. Hi, Leanne. Yeah, I am actually Instagram friends. We became friends on Instagram, so we just been, sharing, motivating, encouraging each other whenever we see each other. She's been gone for a while, so
you're the main one who does the motivating for me. I'm the useless one.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Naomi. All my people are here. Hey, love you guys.
So what do you do Youoneday?
What do I do? You mean for work as a job?
Yes.
Is this a real interview or is this?
No.
Oh my god. Okay, I work for a seminar company. We run and hold events all over the world, and we do motivational seminars with like the biggest speakers, so like Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, Bobby Kiyosaki, anyone in personal development. We put them on stage, and yeah, I'm a part of the marketing team. So.
Yo, why are you making it seem like that's like an awful job? That sounds like the coolest job in the world.
Yeah. Also,
how long have you been doing that for?
Events are intense, I would say, especially in this time where everything's been cancelled. Yeah, it's pretty tough, and everyone's like hands on deck. So yeah. See, Naomi's laughing. That's one of my colleagues. She knows. She knows why I am like. Oh, but yeah, no. It's all
how long have you been doing that for?
It's going on 3 years in August.
Wow.
3 years in August. So yeah, been a while. So,
you are
I'm
so
grateful.
lucky.
I'm so grateful. Such a good
environment.
environment.
Yeah, you are so lucky. Despite everything, like
it makes sense.
Knowing that you have that to go back to, that's really exciting.
Yeah, it's good. I'm really grateful for it. So.
How did you even get started with like the whole like motivational thing? Like, how did you get started with that? Have you always just been a very optimistic person?
Thankfully, thank God, I've always had like really encouraging parents. So my main love language is words of affirmation or words of encouragement. So that's how I receive love and that's how I give love. So naturally, I've always loved to like hype people up and just encourage people. It makes me feel good to see someone else smile, to see someone else like have joy. It just makes my day. And the fact that I was a part of the process to create that, I love doing that. So I've always pretty much been the hype girl. I've always had so much energy, and I always love to share. I'm the kind of person that I have so much love to give. So anyone that allows me to like give it to them or pour into them, I just do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We love that.
Yeah.
I love that. What is it like? Stop. You're so popular.
Not even. I was. No, not even. I just have loads of amazing friends. Yeah.
If anyone has any questions for you one day, feel free to hit them down in the comments. Hello.
Hey everybody. But yeah, no, Ash, let's talk seriously, like how you disappeared from the face of the earth.
Yeah. It was great.
On your grind, like, because even me, to be honest, for the past couple of days, I've been off of Instagram as well. Like, I've needed time to focus on what I want to do and where I'm going to go. And sometimes social media can, distract you, especially with the content that's on social media now. Like, I find myself getting lost in it, and I'm just getting depressed because it's such sad news, and I'm like crying every 10 seconds, just going through all the content. It's intense. I have to get out. I have to leave my phone and literally go outside and just get back in touch with life, because it's sad, but I can't sit down looking at this stuff and not do anything. I need to make a change in my life, do whatever I can do, grow wherever it is I need to go, and then make a change when I get to that level. Because at this moment, like, I'm in the UK, so there are protests going on and stuff, but it's still not like I would have to get public transport. It's all really last minute arranged, and I'd rather do something like work on myself now or work on my business so then I can grow, I can develop, and then move where it actually matters. Where they're actually be in the places where they're actually making decisions. So when it comes to these things, there is the influence of people that understand. So it's a bit crazy right now.
What's it like in the UK right now?
So the UK is pretty quite wrong. For me, I'm at home. Like, I'm still quarantined. I feel like I'm the only one still quarantined.
So people are still out and about right now?
It's like, before we were on full lockdown, and now it's like released a bit more. So there's more people going out. So it is, I would say, in the UK right now, in terms of, do you mean in terms of like lockdown or in terms of like rioting? What
are you guys rioting?
People are not rioting, but they're protesting. And like,
for why?
Yeah, for the George Floyd.
Oh, are they rioting over there too?
They're protesting.
I have no idea.
They're not rioting.
Or protesting, sorry. There's a huge difference.
Yeah.
Huge difference between those words. Sorry, I don't want to spread any rumors. How rumors start?
Making noise. So yeah, it's Is
it mandatory to wear masks over there?
No, it's not. People do wear them, but it's not mandatory. To be honest.
Do you see people wearing them a lot, or it's like
here and there? It's not like too much. Like I wear it sometimes only because I think it's mandatory, but it's not. But honestly, a lot of people are not really too fussed about it. But everyone's still doing like the 2 meters. But I just feel like the concept is really flawed. To be honest, like there's no way that you will be able to avoid like contact. Even if like, even from coughing or talking loudly, you can still spread. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Compared to like then people touching stuff, like we're just, as human beings, it's just not, we're too careless. We don't have that amount of focus to, make sure that we don't get contaminated by things,
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen this study, but they did this this study where this guy was at this restaurant and like he just rubbed this invisible.
Yeah. I saw that.
You saw that, right?
Yeah. And even the whole segregation with the like tables is like, wait, you're gonna come in with that person or you're gonna leave with that person, so you're still gonna be in contact. And the servers are still gonna be able to like, are touching your plate and touching your food and touching everything.
Yeah, but there's no way that you're gonna avoid it. They're touching stuff with the same glove, so.
I don't know. It's a mind thing. Like when it comes to just to tell people to make them feel like they're doing something when really you can't. As long as you're in physical contact, like I understand quarantining because you're not actually going out, but once you're out, that's it. It doesn't matter if you go to the shop or if you go to Central London, you're exposed. So I don't. People don't. But yeah, there was a question saying, "How did I start motivating?"
Oh. I'm slacking. How did you start? Oh yeah, okay. So, how did you start motivational speaking?
I think it was like a calling because I really didn't want to do it.
Well, why would you say that?
I hated social media. I hated like being in the social media space in terms of actually like being out there. I was one of those people that had a private account. All my accounts were private. I didn't really want anyone to know me or see me. I think it was more based off like fear of people judging me, trolling, insecurities, not being enough, not being confident enough, or feeling like I can be. I just too scared of other people's opinion, and then I felt like I have a really strong personal connection with God, and I felt that He was telling me there's times that people need to hear what you have to say, and even if you say the same thing, they need to hear it the way you say it, because the way you say it's going to resonate with people. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So it's not just about, you know what I mean? So they don't need to hear it, because there's people, there's people that say things and it's just like, oh, okay. But then there's other people that say it in a way and you're like, damn, like, that was fire, because you needed to hear it from them. So that's what I felt God was telling me. So I was like, yo, I can't be selfish anymore. Because from a kid, like, I used to pray for wisdom. I was like, because there's a scripture in the Bible that says, pray for wisdom and He'll give it to you liberally. So I was like, you know what, being a kid, I was like, why not? Let me just pray for wisdom. I pray for wisdom, and ever since I was young, like, I've just had this natural, like, understanding and knowledge of people and the way things are. And then I just, like, to be able to share that with people and just go through things, and then to be able to share that with people so people don't have to suffer the same way, or that people can understand why things are the way they are, so it can make life a bit easier. Because, if you don't, step back sometimes, you'll start having that victim mentality and be like, oh, why is my life like this? Why is this happening to me? And you control your life, and you become a victim to your life, and you don't take ownership, and you don't realize that actually I decide everything the way I feel. No one has control over me but me. And I can't allow other people to have control over me, because then my power, I'm giving people my power. And no one should be able to take your power. No one should be able to steal your joy. Your joy comes from you. You create your joy. You decide whether you want to be happy, if you want to be sad, if you want to be in a mood or not. It sounds hard when you talk about it like this, but if you decide, look, I don't want to be upset anymore. I don't want to be depressed. I don't want to be. I know it sounds like, but it's like, even with me, because I've gone through depressive stages and things, and like really negative suicidal thoughts, you name it. But I had to decide for myself that I wasn't going to allow these things to become my identity. Because once you decide to, identify with those things, the things that are coming in your head, just because it's in your head doesn't mean it's you, doesn't mean it's true. You know what I mean? So learning how to combat that and tell yourself otherwise, whether it's surrounding yourself with positive people, whether it's listening to positive things. For me, as I said before, my love language is words of affirmation and words of encouragement. So I need to hear words of encouragement to lift me out of that state. So I have found so many things on Spotify with things saying that you're amazing, you're this, you're that, because that's the way, for me, that's just lifts my spirits, So yeah.
I felt that. Sorry, I felt that. I just can't imagine you having a bad day. Like, what grinds your gears? What makes you like, I can't today?
I'm a burst. That's the thing. I'm a burst worst biggest enemy. When people say you're your own enemy, it's me. Externally, to a extent, people directly externally can't affect me unless I allow myself in my mind to. That is my good example, because people can be because I'm really hard on myself. I really have this thing where actually, let me tell you the story. This whole quarantine period has been such a blessing to me. I feel like God has really told me a lot of things about myself and allowed me to heal and allowed me to now step out and have confidence and have self-love, self-worth, and, self-belief in myself, because I realized that for the longest time, the reason why I didn't take action or I didn't do the things I want to do is because I didn't believe in myself. I didn't think I was enough, because looking back, he reminded me of the reason why that was, and I look back to my childhood and I remembered I was always compared to other kids in school by my teachers, by my parents, by my grandma. You know what I mean? So forever, I'm Nigerian, and our culture, there's this thing where it says, why can't you be like this? Look at your mate. They're doing this, they can do this, they can do, you know what I mean? And they're constantly comparing you. And I already had identity insecurities as a child. So when I already had identity insecurities, and then understanding that, you're always being compared with other kids from your parents. You're not enough for your parents, you're not enough for your teachers. So that subconsciously, that's been my identity, and not never feeling like I was enough. And being in quarantine and having quiet time and just being able to listen and help God to pick my heart with this, and realize that I never felt like I was enough, because I was always I was compared by so many people, from my teachers to my family, to also now that voice is now in my head, and I constantly criticize myself and constantly compare myself. So the voice of my parents and my teachers are now my inner critic, who's look at that person, you'll never be, look, what's wrong with you? Always beating myself up, because subconsciously I don't believe I'm good enough, because I was told that when I was a kid. So yeah, so discovering that has really allowed me to demyth that now that I understand where that insecurities come from, because those people weren't doing it because they wanted to upset me or hurt me. It's just because, they wanted, in their mind, they were saying they wanted better for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just a long cycle of not being understood and misinterpretations from when I was a child. I had to now debrief that and be look, I am enough. I'm enough for myself. God loves me. I'm enough for God. And as long as I'm enough for myself, I'm good. And I can never be enough for anyone else if I'm not enough for myself. You know what I mean? So just really meditating on that, and, repeating that to myself, saying, I'm enough, I'm okay. And not anytime I go to beat myself up and be really harsh on myself, even little things saying, I'm so stupid, what's wrong with you? Being really hard on myself when I get things wrong. I always try to demystify. It's okay, you're doing good. Just keep going, because beating yourself up doesn't help. It only makes you feel worse. It doesn't help you grow. It doesn't get you better. It just makes you feel like trash. And that's where I'll beat myself to the extent, I'll compare myself to the extent, and then I'll literally just be I'm not where I want to be. I'm not who I want to be. Why can't I do this? Why am I not doing this? I'll just continue going a downward spiral. They'll just knock me out, and then I won't want to do anything. I was this is not helping me. I don't want to feel like this. So I had to literally battle myself and stop attacking myself. I had to fight myself to, you know, break out of those bad habits. And whenever I hear it, I have to dismiss it quickly and be like, no, you're amazing, you're great. And literally, whenever like I'm working, I would have like bags of negative thoughts. I literally have to play like a round of applause in the background. It's something I recently discovered. I play just the sound of people cheering and clapping in the background.
No, you don't.
Because that is my love language, is encouragement. Like, I need to be like, I encourage people to be filled up. So just hearing that in the back is like therapeutic to me, and it's like just keep going one day, and it blocks out any negative. So where there's silence and then there's space for negative things to pop up, I just start playing like either affirmations, positive affirmations, or people cheering for me whilst I'm working. So it's like, you can do this, girl. Keep going. You know what I mean? And it helps so much. So if anyone deals with negative thoughts, this is definitely something you should do. Just play cheering. It's like, it kind of becomes like just a background noise that you can actually concentrate to things, but it just lifts my spirit up whenever I hear it, because I just love positive words, because I love to give it as well. Yeah. So anyone,
I'm still going to do that.
Yeah, it's so good. Like when I discovered it, I was like, wow, like this is so much hope. So yeah.
I was trying to explain to someone what it feels like to perform on stage, because it's such a different feeling than being in like the real world, where it's like for some people they think it's like, oh, you like the attention. Like no, it's not the attention. Like I mean, obviously, like you don't perform for the applause. You perform to like, it's like you're supposed to enjoy the dance while you're dancing. You know, like it's like I'm having a frustrating day. I'm stressed about this. I'm stressed about that. Like I take it to the stage. You know,
it's a form of expression. Art is a form of expression in its truest form, and its most beautiful form is all expression, and I love it so much because I'm a creative, like through and through. Like any kind of art, I love, and I can do to a certain like an average level, maybe a bit above average, without any real training. So I understand in terms of expressing yourself in terms of art form, and I feel like that's what a lot of people aren't doing. That's why they're depressed. That's why they're confused, they're lost, they're not living in their purpose, they're not living in their true passion, and they're not expressing themselves in what they're born and made to do, you know?
Yeah, it's like your body's screaming at you, being like, I want to do this, and it's like, I don't feel like it, so I'm just going to continue to torture you until you actually
don't know. Some people like me, I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You don't know that what you want to do yet, you know what I mean? So you can't really act on that if you don't know it. That's why you need to
that's true. That's very true.
You have to seek.
I think secretly everyone does kind of know what they like to do, but they think that it's not realistic.
Yeah.
Like I have a friend who's phenomenal at video games. He's really, really great at it, but it's like he's like, you can't make this as a real job. I was like, are you kidding me? You can. Like there's people like
who get on as a real job.
Yeah, these are people who literally get paid to stream and watch people play them. You can make a living off of this, you know? But it's not what society would say is normal. I mean, at least in America, I don't know.
It's our conditioning. It's our conditioning.
It's yeah. I want to touch back on something that you said about how you heard how you were always compared in your childhood, and that you adopted that in your adulthood, and that's something that I've just been playing with a lot the last several years of like how we hold on to these childhood memories and we wear them as adults. Why do you think that is?
I think because, to be honest, as human beings, we don't really change that much. Like, we are still our younger selves. Unless we allow that to heal, we'll carry that with. It's like baggage. You know what I mean? We don't let those things go. We haven't healed those things, so they can't get better. They just like stay. They're like maybe like fruit, like an imagery would be like rotten fruit in a bag, and you're just holding onto it, even though it's like stinking up your life. Like, what's going on? Why am I like this? But you don't realize you're holding on to expired fruit that you've had since you were a child. So it's just understand. It's going, because people tend to live in like this world. They're just living life. They're not actually being present. They're not being aware. Yeah. People aren't aware. They're just going day to day, doing things and moving. They're not actually thinking and digesting. Okay, who am I? What do I stand for? What do I believe? What do I want to do? What do I like? What do I not dislike? What don't I like? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I feel like people aren't really. People just think they are the way they are. It's like, oh, that's just the way I am.
Yeah, I heard that every other day.
And it's not true. Like, the reason we are the way we are is through either conditioning or other natural talents or natural, the way our childhood is kind of like a reflection, because thank God I had a really good childhood, like in terms of like compared to a lot of people. Like I've come from a very loving family, very caring. That's why I can give so much love, and everyone's always smiling. You know, it's like I don't know, like it's just my nature to do that, and I feel really blessed to have that. But other people don't. So the way people are, that's the one thing I understand. I can't like understanding that you can't really judge people because one, you don't know their story, you don't know where they've come from, you don't know what they've been. You don't know their perspective of life. Everyone like has their own perspective, has their own lenses, and childhood plays a big part of that. Their realities and their truths are different to yours because they don't, they can't see the life the way you do, and to expect them to see life the way you do is quite selfish and self-centered. It's like the world doesn't revolve around you. People don't think the way you do. They don't understand the way they do. They don't, walk the way you do. They don't talk the way you do because they aren't you, and they won't be you. And they haven't lived the life you've lived. You haven't lived the life they lived. So you need to understand that it's okay not to understand people because you don't know them. Yeah. And everyone's going to be different because of their conditioning and because of what they brought up with, and they understand it's not. The thing is, it's not our fault what happens to us or why we end up that way, but it's our responsibility to change it and to identify that this is effed up. I don't like this about myself. This needs to change. Yeah. You know what I mean? But a lot of people can't see that and just like, well, they just allow life to happen to them. They just play victim. It's like, you know what? This is the cards I was dealt. It's not my fault. Whether my mom wasn't there or my dad wasn't there or this happened to me or that happened to me, not to dismiss it or make it inferior, but this happened to me and this is my identity now. This defines who I am. This defines how I walk, how I talk, and how I carry myself, and that's all. I can't change it. That's it. But it's not true. Decide, as I said before, you decide. You decide if that's you. You decide what your identity is. It doesn't even matter whatever anyone said to you, good or bad. I always never like to take things like compliments too seriously, or the same way I don't take negative feedback or like negativity too seriously, because I don't want anyone's opinion determining who I am and my self-worth and my self-value. I determine who I am. God determines whoever God says about me, and He always says that I'm wonderfully and fearfully made. Any good things about me that He said, I believe that. But whatever everyone else says, it doesn't matter, good or bad, because I don't want to attach my opinions to other people's, regardless. You know what I mean? Other people's opinions of me. I don't want to attach myself to that. So I need to define who I am. So it doesn't matter if someone said I'll never be anything. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter if you say, oh, you're so amazing. It doesn't matter what they say. I know I'm amazing. It doesn't matter if you say it. If you say it one day and you don't say it the next day, I'm not holding on to that. I'm holding on to my truth and what I believe about myself. And I define that, not what happened to me when I was a child. Not what they said about me or said I wasn't going to do this or wasn't going to be that, or I'm useless, so that doesn't define me. I get to define who I am because it's my life, and I get to choose what gives me joy and, what gives me happiness and what gives me peace and what can take my peace. I am in control of my peace, and that's what I love about being connected to God, because He's my peace. I have so much faith in Him that no one else can steal my joy. No one else can steal my faith, peace, because you don't have that power over me. Why would I give someone that right, that key, that, to my peace, my joy? Because it doesn't come from you. No one can be my source of joy. No one should be your source of joy. I am free to just be me and be happy regardless if you're there or not. Because at the end of the day, everyone, like, whether either people abandon you or people die, people are going to leave you. You know what I mean? It's not possible to have your joy in external things. It has to come from within. It has to come from either your higher power or your self-belief in yourself, and say, I'm going to be happy because I choose to be happy. It doesn't come from people. People fail. People leave me. Things break. Things get destroyed. Things get lost. I can't have it in external things. It has to be from me. And understand that things are passing. And when you understand that life is just happening and things are just passing, and it will allow you to like move through and understand that nothing's really yours. You came with nothing. You're going to leave with nothing. So just whatever, when it comes, be grateful. But understand this too shall pass. Like my friend, one of my colleagues, he said this wonderful thing. He was coached by someone, and he would go to his coach and he will say, oh, something bad happened to me. Something bad happened to me all the time. And then his coach will say, this too shall pass. And every time he will say bad things happen, he's like, oh, this too shall pass. And then he'll come finally with something good, and then he would also say, this too shall pass. I was like, why don't you have it for me? He's like, look, I said the same thing you did. I said the same thing to you as I did when bad things are happening to you, because that's life. It's a cycle. Bad things will happen, but also good things will happen. But understand that, just be grateful in those moments that something happened. Whatever it is that's happened to me now, it may be bad, but I'm grateful for the good times. And when the good times come, I'm grateful for that, because I don't know, because it's not always going to be here, because I've had bad times as well. So Yeah, that's it, really. I don't know if that answered the question.
It did. No, I love it. You're so, like, articulate. Sorry, I'm just moving rooms because it's really, really loud. Forgive me.
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, I hear it. It's very, very distracting.
Okay, no worries, baby.
Perks of living with your parents, right?
Girl, I have my little brother downstairs always screaming at his video games. Don't even get me started.
So you know what I'm going through then.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's crazy. In the UK, rent is just so expensive, so there's no point.
What's the average for like a 1 bedroom?
Like in London, I live in London, so it's like you're looking at least £1,000 minimum, maybe. And that's not. That's if it's shared, maybe it's like £600. If it's like a 1-bed apartment on your own, you're definitely looking plus £1,000. So
do you know the
conversion? Yeah, so that's like $1,100 or $150.
Oh, so that's a lot. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't need a calculator for that.
Just save my money, stay home, and come by eventually. So yeah. So yeah, man, our lives, we have to. It's just a continuous improvement, continuous development, continuous learning about ourselves, and undoing all the work that has happened in our childhood, and not making excuses for it, but making solutions. And taking the time, because some people don't want to go there because it hurts too much. They don't want to look at the reasons, because there's always a reason to the way you feel away.
And this is something that I've heard a lot from people that they'll say, well, I'm this way because blah, 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 blah. So something that I've adopted is I have this pattern because of this, but I'm aware of it and I'm trying to fix it.
Yeah.
Keyword on trying. Like sometimes I do fall into these really, really bad habits, and I'm like, you should do better. You should know better than that, Ashley. But it's like, and that's where I'm hardest on myself. I lately a lot. I've been like, you should know better. You should have known better. And it's like, you've been through this before, but you still did it.
Yeah. I definitely understand, but I think the main thing is understanding is at least I think the main thing with that is just understanding. Okay, I understand and I accept I've made the mistake, because a lot of people can't see the mistake. So you need to give yourself props to yourself that, look, you've seen that, okay, this is a repetitive pattern now.
Yeah.
Now moving forward, I know it sucks that what happened, but I can't change the past. But moving forward, I want to see the warning signs, because there's always warning signs. There's always, no matter what anyone says, maybe they might be blind to them, or maybe they don't read into it enough, but there's always warning signs. And you just need to become more sensitive to the red flags, and you don't allow it to slide like you would normally. You need to always listen to the red flags first time. When people show you who they are, believe them. The first time. Don't allow the allowances, because it's just feeding into like them to, the boundaries just become broken. So boundaries is the key to many relationships that people don't understand. Like,
people don't understand that.
You need to set boundaries, and if that person keeps violating the boundaries, cut it out. And a lot of girls compromise that because they want to be in a relationship, they want to feel affection, they want to feel love, so they compromise their boundaries, and they end up with, they end up taking a lot of crap that they shouldn't be taking. But I think the main things, don't be afraid to be alone. Love yourself enough that you respect yourself, that you can't take crap.
Yeah,
you can't take bull crap from anybody. I think that's what's kept me so much. I just can't. I have a lot of masculine energy, and I'm very like no nonsense. So as soon as I see you messing up, I'm like, see ya. I don't need this.
Same.
Everybody and he's like, my man's got 2 jobs. I don't need this. When this one was like, I don't need this. My man's got 2 jobs. Like, I just like, bye, Felicia. I don't need energy. This is not right. I'm a queen. I know what I deserve. I know that I deserve a king. And I think that's what a lot of girls understand. They deserve better. So for crap.
Yeah.
But when because I've always identified myself as like God's little princess, of like, there's no way you as a frog can be, with me. You're peasant. I'm a queen. I only need a king. So bye. Thank you. Next. You just keep it moving. That's what you need to
I don't know what perfume you use or whatever, but you need to bottle it up and sell it to everyone. You're just so positive, and I love it.
I'm happy that you say that, because sometimes I'm just like, I can't be bothered to like spread stuff or like do stuff, because I like before, when I started Instagram, I was very metric based. I was coming from the wrong place because I just wanted to get like the likes and followers. Like I was looking at that to show my value, you know. That's what actually triggered this whole understanding of my self-worth. Is like, oh, why do I look at my likes? Why do I look at my following? What am I doing this for? Am I doing this because I want to inspire people? Am I doing this because I want to get approval from others? I want to feel love and to feel like I'm enough for others through my likes and through my following. So that's the trigger thing that triggered my thoughts of why am I doing this. So coming back into it, I just want to do it. I want to do it because I actually genuinely want to do it, and I want to help people. I want to inspire people. I don't want it to come from a place where I want to get the likes and I want to get the following. I just want to do it because people love it, and people do love it, but I don't see it because what my metrics are not whether how many people say one day, thank you so much for sending, even though there's loads of people that say thank you, like comment and, you know, love the things I do. For me, it's not enough, and it will never be enough.
Yeah, no.
It will never be enough. Even if I get followers, I'm always looking for more people. That's why I was like, I can't live like this. I can't keep seeking approval, seeking, you know, things from other people. I need to just, you know, be enough for myself and do it for the rest. Sorry, man, it was saying my battery's gonna die. And do it for the right reasons. So. Yeah, I know. Yeah. But yeah.
Who are some people that you look up to, that you admire?
People that I admire, I think as of recently, have you, you know Lauryn Hill? Of course you know Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, of course.
Like, she literally in this season, like, her album, MTV Unfiltered album. Have you heard it?
I haven't listened to that one, no.
Yeah, I listened to it for the first time, like, last month, and it literally changed my life. Like, I love her so much. Like, what she says in it just spoke to me in different ways. Even though it was filmed like 18 years ago and recorded 18 years ago, it's like, it spoke, like, it's a lot of interludes, her just playing the guitar. She actually inspired me to buy a guitar. I have a guitar now.
Can you play it?
I'm trying to learn guitar, so yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah, so she's such an inspiration. She's just so woke. She's just so spiritual as well.
Yeah.
Very strong connection with God, and I resonate that with her. I resonate on that level with her. And also, who else? I don't know if you know B. Simone. She's an influencer on Instagram, but she's just like killing it right now. She's like girl boss goals. She's making like her millions. She's having her own like freaking factory, and like, you know, she's just making moves, and she's really inspiring me. Another girl who's inspired me, and these are all black women, coincidentally, but there's another girl called Brianna Shanae. I think her name's Brianna Shanae, and she has her own clothing line. She's like similar to our age, and like she's just bossing it. She's living her life in her apartment in California. She has her own, and her line is bomb. She's inspired me, and she started from nothing. Like, just these girls that are just winning right now. You know what I mean? So yeah, right now those are the 3 top people I would say that are my inspirations right now. Yeah,
that's so awesome.
Yeah.
So what do you like to do for fun before and during the quarantine?
Ooh. I'm a socialite. Like, I'm a freaking like, I'm a people person. I hate it. I hate being a people person, but I'm so extroverted. Like, this quarantine really gave me anxiety because I was like, I'm so extroverted. I'm so extroverted. It's stupid. Like, I love being around people. I get my energy from being around people. Like, I just love sharing, like, laughter, making memories, being present. That's like, that brings me joy. I'm also, on the side, I'm also slightly antisocial. Not antisocial, but I love social media. I'm a social person, so I love being on social media. I love, you know, sharing stuff, liking stuff, looking at content. I love being on social media. Sometimes, but when it's not healthy, like when it gets unhealthy, it's in moderation. Everything in moderation. What else do I like to do for fun? I love to sing. I love to create.
Yeah.
Creative.
You just love life.
I love being creative. I'm a creative from head to toe. There's every single bone in my body's creative. So whether it's singing, writing, rapping, even I was rapping for a second, like for a hot sec, I was like making raps. From designing stuff to even probably potentially designing clothes. I love shopping. I love fashion. I love shopping. I love styles. I love looking good. I love, I wouldn't say I like doing makeup, but I love art. I love any art form in terms of painting, drawing, makeup's an art as well. So just, anything creative I love to do. But music...
Now, do you only... Forgive me, like, I probably should know this answer, but do you only have Instagram? What else do you have?
Oh, no, I have Twitter. I have Facebook. I had TikTok, but I deleted it because they're moving a bit crazy with the whole Black Lives Matter thing, so I've kind of just deleted TikTok. So...
I don't have TikTok, so I don't know what's... Like, people will send me, like, the funny videos and stuff like that, but I'm like... I literally had it for, like, a week, and I was like, this is...
Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like, it's took me a while to get it, but it's a lot. Like, I deleted it because they've banned the Black Lives Matter hashtag.
Oh.
Yeah, and they've just had always a bad rep in terms of, like, black creators. They don't ever give them the proper credit. They don't ever put them on the top page for stuff when they start, like, people that start trends. They don't get the most views as other people that recreate their stuff. So it's just like, this is not really the best for black people. So I was like, cut it. So,
Someone hearted that when you said that.
So, that's it, really. But yeah, and I have YouTube. I have YouTube that I need to go back into. I'm trying to get back into YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, you have a YouTube channel too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube is so...
It's hard. It's hard getting attention on YouTube. It's really, really hard.
It's hard, and I don't even want to... Yeah, but I know I've had people tell me I need to get back into it. I need to come from the right place. Like, I just don't want... Because if I start thinking about metrics, I'll be really depressed.
What would you post on YouTube?
Just motivational talks like this. Things like reviews, how to do videos, whatever. Anything and everything, really.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I think I want to do a YouTube video in terms of in terms of about this whole Black Lives Matter thing and how, like, I just really feel for my African American, because I have family that lives in America. I worked in America for in a summer camp. So I have a lot of...
Oh, where?
In California, in Malibu, in the Salvation camp. Yeah, when I was in 2014, when I was 18, I went to work at camp. So I have so many friends, and every time I go back, I always go out and I meet so many amazing people. And I love America. Like, when I was a kid, I used to love America. I used to want to be like an American teenager, like, because there's so much American culture TV on TV, so that you want to live that life. Like, oh my God, I want to be like it. You know what I mean? That was me. I wanted to be that whole persona was like my whole childhood. Like, I loved that. But then, like, just seeing what's going on and just really feeling like for my, all my African American friends and, family over there, it's so scary. It's so scary, and it's so sad, and it's just, I hate it. But,
Well, I'm gonna save this video and upload it to my YouTube channel, and then I'll send it to you so you can upload it to your YouTube channel whenever you feel ready.
Definitely. But yeah, it's been awesome talking to you, Ashley. Thank you so much.
So cool. Tell us where we can find you, follow you, stalk you.
You can follow me on Instagram at Youoneday OG. It's actually
where did you get the OG from?
The OG is actually my last name. So my last name is actually...
I legit thought it was like Original Gangster.
That's the thing, but I love my name because it's such a wordplay, because my name isn't actually spelled like that. It's spelled Yewande. It's pronounced Youoneday, and it means mother has come back. But I was like, it sounds like you one day. So I was like, and I love inspiring people. So I always thought it's like, oh, I'm inspiring people saying it's going to be you one day, but I'm also saying it's going to be me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm inspired, like, it comes back. So I was like, that's a sick name. That's my name. So I was like, okay, let me say it. Because it kind of sounds like my name. Youoneday. So I was like, why not? So, and then OG, my last name is Ogunleye, which is spelled Ogunleye, which is a Yoruba name, Nigerian Yoruba name, means iron god. Ogun is the god of iron. So back in the day, my ancestors would have been a part of the people that worshipped him as a god. So OG is just the first two parts of my last name. So it's just like Youoneday, OG, so that's it.
I like that a lot. Okay. So Instagram, that's where you can follow her. Where else?
Instagram, Twitter, Youoneday at Youoneday, Facebook at Youoneday OG, and yeah, YouTube, Youoneday OG as well. So.
Yeah, we'll worry about that later. We'll worry about YouTube later. Okay. Do you have any final last words you'd like to leave us with?
I think I would just say, just don't take your life for granted. Just live every day to its fullest, because you don't know. It's just in these times, every day's on. Even without Corona and without all this craziness going on, your life is never promised. You could not wake up tomorrow. So make sure that whatever you do, you share love. You don't hold on to grudges. You just be who you want to be, and you just express yourself in your truth. That's all. So yeah,
I love it. Thank you for talking with me one day. You're like the coolest person.
girl.
Yeah, you definitely need to. Thank you. You definitely start posting daily so I can wake up in the morning and be like, I need some morning encouragement. I need a shot of espresso of encouragement.
Fine. Yeah, I'll do it. I need to be more organized. So yeah, I'll do it. But I'll get back into it. Because people have said that they miss my videos. It's like, oh, see, why did you stop? It's like, that's fine. Whatever, I'll do it. Fine.
But you know what? And let me say this. I think that to a lot of people like you and a lot of my other creator friends, I think that we don't realize how different we are. We're not normal. Most people can't pick up a camera and just talk.
Just talk,
yeah. Like 80% of people can't do that. So just the fact that we're even just putting our toe in the water means that this is what we're doing is great. You know? So I don't know, maybe that's a little something to like encourage people to like chill out and stop overthinking. Yeah. Like, you're doing great. Like
you're 100% right. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Charge your phone, eat something delicious for me.
Oh yeah, I'm so hungry. I need to go find something.
Oh no. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you later, girl.
See ya. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.
Bye.